Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. How is all doing? So, hope everyone's well this hump day. So, here we have obviously season 28, the Seismic Slam build. While I'll talk briefly through it. So, it's essentially the same as the Leap Quake build, but instead of using Leap to do your damage, you're actually using Seismic Slam to do your damage. I'm just emptying my stash here just so I don't have any crap in it while we do this. It's pretty similarly built, apart from the weapons. I'll go through them in a second with you. Let me just do this. I'm not even looking at what I'm salvaging, just salvage everything. So, we have the Might of the Earth Seismic Slam build. So with Might of the Earth, obviously with the Royal Ring of Grandeur in the cube, so we can use Captain Crimson's Silk Girdle and Thrust as the 2-piece bonus for regenerates life per second, cooldown, resource cost, and damage delta is increased by a percentage of cooldown reduction, and damage is reduced by a percentage of resource cost reduction, which is nice. So we still got the Band of Might. We're using Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose here. They aren't very good, obviously, and we're all stacking cold skills as well. Standard, I've not even rolled most of the gear. Area damage on the shoulders, crit on the helm, reduced damage from elites on the chest. Strength and core res armor on the boots. Standard things you'd expect. Strength, cooldown. The weapons are just because the primals I'm using. Really, you want damage, cooldown, area damage, cooldown, and damage percentage. Really, there's no need for a main stack. A stack speed's a bit of a help, but it's again. We really want on both these weapons attack speed, cooldown, damage, and then area damage, attack cooldown, basically, and base damage. So I've just brought them both to base damage. Like I say, it's pretty heavily geared. The only things augmented on the entire build is the ring, Band of Might. As I say, it's a hybrid playstyle between literally the frenzy build and the leap quake. So you jump in and just hold Seismic Slam until you run out of fury and keep jumping in. Like leap, cold area, Seismic Slam, permafrost, obviously we're stacking cold damage. Warcry Veteran, Roar and Bloodshed, you click them 120 seconds, so you just click them. It's just to call the Ancients, Wrath of Berserker when they're on cooldown as often as you can, basically. Ancients, Fury, and then Insanity, standard thing. Ruthless passive, you deal 40% of damage to enemies below 30% of health. Rampage, increase strength for 1% for 8 seconds after killing, stacks 25 times. As we know, 25% extra strength, which is our base stat. No escape, increased damage of weapon throw, Seismic Slam, Ancient Spear, and avalanche by 30% against enemies more than 15 yards away. So ideally, you want to be more than 15 yards away, because obviously it's a range build. Then Boon of Bulkathus. Call the Ancients, Wrath of Berserker cooldown, reduces those cooldowns by 30%. Obviously we're not using Earthquake, so that's a nonchalant stat. But it's a really weird build to play. It's like I say, it's hybrid between Leap Quake and the Frenzy build a little bit. So let's just throw into, let's see a 115, see how this goes. Like, this is going to be a little bit more powerful than the Leap Quake, definitely more powerful than a couple of the other like builds that we've gone through the last couple of like days. Like the Immortal Kings build, which is probably the worst Barbarian build there is. It's awful. It's not even on a tier list, to be honest. And this at least, I think this is one of the tiers, but it's a pretty low tier C or D. Like, but we'll see how we go in like 115 GR now. So what we're going to do, leap in, build up our Fury, click all our bits. We see we got cooldown. We need cooldown on this build, which we don't have. But let's just start hitting things. See, things going down fairly well. Oh, I wasn't expecting things to go down quite that well, but that's okay. That's okay. That was up close. That wasn't even with the rain. I like the thunder and sound when you're hitting things. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's a little bit loud in my ears, but okay. So channel and pylon, that's nice. We already got a pylon. We're already way ahead of time. I was not actually expecting this build to be quite as powerful as it is, to be honest. See, we've already got our 2 shouts, so just keep call the Ancients, Wrath of Berserker on cooldown, and we literally, essentially, our leap is our Fury generator. Ooh, nearly got caught in a poon then. Yeah, this guy could easily do 120 GR, let's be honest. I wouldn't be worried about that. Oh, can I get in the double damage bullet? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. bit more violent, be able to jump into the couple of the other builds, so we can jump into things like the Oculus and such. Pull all this stuff around us, pull in, and then jump out, and then we're going to just go. Oh, I'm doing no damage whatsoever. Oh, here we go, we're in Oculus, so I'm just going to stay there anyway until we run out of fury. Keep hitting it, keep hitting it. There we go, that was nice. Ooh, do you now? Thanks for letting me know you need healing, that's cool. This is generally, I'm not even joking, a lot more powerful than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to be weak as hell, and it's really quite powerful build. So we said about it ranged before, but we're up close now and personal, and we're still.
You cannot stand before me.
Oh, we got a shield here, that sucks a little bit. Stop shielding. Gonna keep hitting him anyway. You know what? This is actually an alright build, to be honest. I don't expect it to be a pusher, you're not hitting the leaderboards with it, but it does a job. It's quite fun to play. The fact you can just leap it everywhere, it's just a fun mechanic, I'm not gonna lie, like. And the power pylon definitely did the trick with this guy as well, god damn. Wow, I'm generally a little bit impressed with this build. Stay in the Oculus. I know I'm up close, but I'm in the Oculus and with power pylon as well, that's pretty cool. Oh. Assume we're going this way. I hate these mappy, like, maze type maps, so this would be a good map for this guy. So we're pretty crits, so we got to get in there. Just kill things, double damage now, that's nice. Juggernaut at 115. I reckon this guy's 120, maybe 130 capable quite easily. I'm quite enjoying this, to be honest. It's really fun playstyle. You just run around, jump in, and it's kind of like yesterday's Fury Savages build, but you get to leap quake everywhere, so it's quite fun to play, to be honest. Like, just leaping around's cool. It is very cooldown dependent the build, as I can tell. And obviously, nothing particularly well rolled for the build. Well, I haven't even gone through the gems and that, so yeah. I did not expect this to be that quick. I'm not going to go up and try and push a higher level like I did the other day. That's a bit crazy. Oh, single. This is going to be terrible. Oh, come on. Can't even leap quake into the boss. So I have nothing. Oh god, this is awful. I've got nothing to kill the boss with. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, we finally got everything built up. Okay, cool. Oh, so you guys die hitting things with the boss. Oh god, we ran out of fury. Look how much the boss has left. Oh god, this is awful. Yeah, this is. It's still like 5.5 minutes. That's just shy of 5.5 minute level, 115. I'm surprised how busy it is, but there's definitely a resource issue there which needs to be addressed with the build, with what I've got going on. So let's go through the bits. We got Bane of the Trapped Ring. Standard, increased damage against elites under the effects of control of various effects by 60%. When you leap quake in, Call of Aria draws enemies towards you when you land and pulls them in. That mechanic technically counts as a knockback. Gain aura removes speed of enemies within 15 yards by 30%. Again, another knockback. Zellstone of Vengeance, damage it deals increased by 16% for every 10 yards between you and an enemy. This is really a range build, so you want to be more than 15 yards away at minimum. A maximum of 80% increased at 50 yards, 20% chance of stun on enemy, so there's another knockback essentially. And then Bane of Stricken, each attack you make an enemy increases damage for your attacks by 2.3%. Obviously, it's a maximum level but gem here. Gain 25% increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians. So that's pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's just go before I hand in. I'm not going to bother gemming really, there's no point because I don't have any gems this low anyway, so... Oh no, I've been through all this anyway. Ruthless, strength, yeah, I've been through all this anyway. I'm forgetting myself as you can tell. So there is the Seismic Slam Might of the Earth build. It's a really unusual build. I'd say it's hybrid between the Frenzy build and the Leap Quake. You get to jump everywhere. It's really fun to play, I think. I've never played it before until today. I've got the gear because I farmed so much, so I just built it and done some rolls to get the gear roughly going. I randomly happened to get a Fuel Cutter Primal, and then, because I don't need to do anything, I forged a Primal Requiem Fury with Primordial Ashes. So what I did was, to get that, because I didn't have it in my stash, forged a load of just non-ancient, non-legendary yellow weapons, basically rare one-handed legendary maces. Then went into the cube, upgraded them just because I've got enough materials there, as you'll see. You can see all the kinds of Veil Crystal, Death Brush, reusable parts. Upgraded them, the rare until maces until I got an Echo and Fury, and then I just forged it with the Primordial Ashes because I don't got nothing else Primordial on this build at the moment. I say it's not particularly well rolled, but it was a lot more powerful than I expected. Hope that was a little bit of help to you, a little bit of playstyle running through 115 Greater Rift with something I had no idea how to play. Um, Subscribe above, like below. Any questions or comments, leave them in the descriptions. And hope you're all having a lovely midway Wednesday hump day. I'll see you all soon. Have a nice one.